What's good, people? It's Dan with the Corporate Thief Beats here, and I just wanted to make a quick video. It's similar to the video that I made last day talking about creating social media content using AI bots. And we're back again with my jasperbot.com, and I just wanted to show other beatmakers how easy it is to create email content, or if you're just creating like an engagement content for your list, because I see a lot of beat makers just kind of fire out the same kind of message: "Hey fam, new beats up," that kind of stuff, and it doesn't always get the open. So one of the things you can do is kind of hide your message in some kind of interesting content, and more often than not, showing them tips on that you find out online, how to promote their music and stuff like that should help. But the problem is writing the content. Most of us producers hate writing. I do too, but I do it because it draws people to my site. It draws people back through my site, through my email. So it's important to do. But I found a quick little hack using my Jasper bot, and this is a tool that I use, and it's a AI content writing tool. Now go back and watch the other video where I talk about how I use it for social media as well, because it's just kind of similar content but for a different purpose. But right now I'm going to talk about email, because I was talking to another group of beat makers there a couple of days ago, and email was hard. Coming up with the idea is hard. And one of the easiest ways to do is to use this content improver in myjasperbot.com. You just go to myjasperbot.com. It's an AI content tool, and you can go to these templates, and it gives you all of these. I'll kind of briefly go through them. You don't need to use all of them. You can use just so many things you can do with this. But right now, I just use this one here called the Content Improver. And there is a couple of other ones here which are pretty cool, and I'll show you how to use them in a second. This is my favorite one. So what you can do is find, let's say if you were sharing Instagram tips with musicians that have signed up to your list. More often than not, it's going to be singers, songwriters, content creators that are on your list, and they have similar problems to us. They need to promote their music too. So if you find tips online and you don't want to just kind of share someone else's content, you kind of want to recreate it as your own, you can find an article online. I'm just going to use my own for this purpose, and I'm just going to grab this little piece of content here. And you can get this off of any website, so you're not really ripping them off, because what happens here is my Jasper bot understands the content and then spits out similar content. It's not always going to be perfect. You do need to be an editor in it, but it's kind of cool that you can jot out this stuff in a space of like 5-10 minutes. So you can see I took the paragraph from my own article, and it says, "You can't estimate the power of social media. It can become a central hub for hip hop bloggers and rappers to connect across all formats." So you can see that there's already a little paragraph already created, brand new. So you can copy these paragraphs and pop it into something like Grammarly to check out. And if you just see this whole article here, I got all this content online, and I just popped it into Grammarly just to make sure it reads right. It's not always going to be perfect, some of the kind of stuff. So I just kind of found different blogs that had tips on how to promote content, and then flipped it into how to promote music on Twitter, and what are the kind of best practices for Twitter. And I wrote all this article. Well, I kind of just popped it out from like this. I took all the kind of little content the way it came out of Jarvis. So you can see here, finding targeted fans using hashtags. We'll just pop this back into Jarvis and see what it says again. And we'll just kind of remove that. You do have to be an editor in this. You can't just hope that it's perfect every time. So hashtags make it easy to search for a target audience on Twitter. See, it's a completely different sentence. All you have to do is type in keywords and interests that relate to the kind of people you're looking at, and Twitter automatically shows, so you can have to fix automatically there, show us their tweets containing those hashtags. Do you know what I mean? So you can find other tips like this. You don't have to write about Twitter. You can write about YouTube or whatever the problems your audience are having, and create a little kind of article. And then at the end, you can go, oh, I made more this video or something on my blog, and you can fire it back to your blog where your beat site is, or you can give them a PDF or something like that, so they kind of just download something from you. It's kind of creating that kind of bond between you and the artist that you're trying to kind of basically build a rapport with. And it's this article that I've created is all from myjasperbot.com using the content improver. It's my favorite tool in this. There is other tools. I just kind of want to show you the other. This is Grammarly here, where I just kind of correct the article. Um, I just want to make sure that the grammar is, because sometimes I'm very kind of, I kind of do things very quick, and I just need to slow down and just make sure that everything's written right. Otherwise, my girlfriend will literally kill me if I send anything out that doesn't read right. You can see that there's a couple of spellings there that I need to fix, but I can't believe that I'm able to do this in the space of like 10-15 minutes without coming up with all the content myself. This is where I kind of found curated content and then kind of flipped it into my own content using myjasperbot.com. So we just come back to my Jasperbot again, and we're just going to take that same sentence and we're just going to flip it. This is kind of the different templates in here. You can do a paragraph generator. We'll just, I prefer this one. This one here is called the problem agitate solve, right? This is a really good one for email, because you're identifying the issue that the artist or content creator has, and you're solving it in that email. It's a really, really good one. I'll come back to another one in a second, but it's a very similar one. Just got some other content there. And you can, one second, problem agitate solve. So I'll just put in the corporate thief beats and music marketing machines course. Yeah. So there's S there. And we'll just see what this kind of does. Maybe I need a better paragraph. It's hard to know when to get your music in front of the right people. You could spend hours and hours trying to find the right people to follow and use the right hashtags, or you could use a tool that does all that for you. With so much music out there, it's hard for your music to be heard about the noise. You need a way to cut through all that and get in front of a target audience. Solution, boom. The Corporate Thief Beats / Music Marketing Machines course is the solution. This online course will teach you how to use Twitter like a pro and get your music in front of people who matter the most. This is fucking class. Like this is super good copy. This is really good now, because it's really speaking to someone who has a problem, and it spits out. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom there. It spits out 3 outputs. I always leave it at 3, and I generate AI content with it. I do have to admit, if you kind of put like too much words in, like if you put in all 800, it can get a bit sloppy. So I keep it between 200 and 400, maybe even 500 words of product description, and it just spits it out perfectly. Like all of these here are perfect. So I mean, I could use any of these for the very start of my email. And you can find other emails that you subscribe. So if you subscribe to other music marketing sites and stuff like that online, or marketing gurus and all, because they're really good at writing copy. That's their skills. They're really good at writing copy. You can take some of that copy to sell your beats and flip it using myjasperbot.com, and using some of these templates here, like the problem agitate solve framework or the content improver. And then there's another one is I can't remember what it's called. It's like AIDA. It's like I think it's like attention. One second, we'll come back to it. We'll see what attention something. I'll just see what they do, what they give us. Attention agitates or something like that. No, I can't remember, but it's pretty cool. It's very similar to the problem agitate solve one. We'll just see. Machines. And you can use it to sell your beats as well. I'm just using the music market machines as an example. And plus, the idea of my video today was to show uh, beat makers and producers to create different content, not just oh hey fam, 2 beats up. That kind of email is dead. Everyone sends that same email, and I don't even know who fam is. it's just it's like it's just funny sometimes. Okay, sorry. Attention, interest, desire, and action. This content is just it's just perfect for email because it's very quick to the point. It highlights the pain of the artist, and you can really crush it using a tool like this because it just gives them it's something different as well, something fresh. And I've made nearly 4 or 5 paragraphs now using um, that same 200 character uh, um, character from my blog. It's just insane how much amazing content that came out of this. So attention, learn how to market your music on Twitter like a pro. Very straight to the point. There's another one then. Do you want to learn how? So you're asking a question, and the bottom one has a question again. Do you want to learn how? It's very similar again. And the corporate beats course will teach you how to find a targeted audience on Twitter, getting them interested in your music. You'll learn how to use hashtags and increase your exposure, and you'll also get tips on creating interesting and engaging tweets. With this course, you'll be able to take your music marketing skills to the next level. You'll be able to reach more people than ever before, and you'll see a noticeable increase in downloads, albums, and sales. It's just fucking class. This is ace. Like I haven't even played with this enough because it keeps surprising me all the time. Like it's just super cool. That content is just ace. Like you could literally send that out now, and then have your link at the bottom. Boom. Like you don't really have to sell in an email when you're promoting your beats. All you need to do is get them to come back to your site. And if you find interesting and different ways of emailing them, like sending them a little tip, showing them something like a tutorial, that's the way to kind of get people back to your beat site, to your music, and stuff like that. And there's loads of stuff in this. I might just show you one other thing. I don't use it for every single thing. I do use it for the YouTube description, but I think the content improver just does such a good job. I don't really need to use all of these, but there is one I did like as well, the email subject line. So the corporate beats. We'll just see this if we can make a title for this email that I've just written here about Twitter. I'll just say Twitter music marketing machines. Witty, I like that. And what's your email about? I kind of want to keep it. 1 second, just see if we can use different content this time. We don't have to use it for my article as well. You can curate articles online, guys. You don't have, it's not technically stealing because Jarvis just understands, or it's not called Jarvis anymore. My Jasper bot understands this stuff, and it scrapes tons of sites, and then it makes an content based on the content that you've given it. So the content you have to feed it, it has to be kind of legible, it has to be decent, it has to be kind of similar. You can edit certain blogs and stuff like that to bend them. If someone's talking about promoting content or stuff like that, you could say music, things like that, or beats or something like that. So it's more relatable to the artists or the person you're speaking to. So I just using this to make an email subject lines, and I just fed it a little sentence from my blog. I put in my name and my course, and see what it spits out. It might. Okay, the five best Twitter music marketing tips to grow your fan base. Get the most out of Twitter music marketing. Twitter music marketing, the untold truth. I like that. It's a very kind of what's the word? It's very kind of curiosity. It's poking curiosity, and it'll get people to click on the thing. One of the cool things with this as well is that you can regenerate more. You don't have to just survive with that. You can keep generating more and more. Twitter music marketing, the beginner's guide. Twitter music marketing, get the most out of Twitter music marketing. See the way it's keeping all these very short as well. It does kind of a lot of things there. It's including a number. It's including keywords like tips. People love tips. It's keeping it with music. It's not kind of, some of these are better than others. You can keep going as well. It'll keep spitting out stuff. So if you're not happy with it, get the most out of it. 1 second now. I just want to take that again because I think there's another one. I think it's a. I kind of like them. Was it a blog topic? Could be product descriptions. There was one here that kind of had something like blog title, intro paragraph, or something like that. 1 second, just check this one again. There was one other one that gave it, but I can't remember which one it was again. It was blog title. There's something like this. So you can, let's say if you wanted to stick some bullet points into that email, boom. Emotional benefits, standard benefits. Like this stuff is just ace. It just keeps, you can find so many, like even if you want to write your own one, it's just giving you ideas on how to write like the perfect headline. Okay. Product description. Be careful with this one because it might be too long. It's kind of more for kind of blogs. 1 second. Let's just go to Twitter Music Marketing Machines. I'll just say musicians this time. See what it spits out. The best Twitter tool for rap artists. Get real-time information and music trends. Boost your music marketing with Twitter. Some of these aren't great here now compared to the other ones I had. This isn't great compared to that. Some of them are okay. You could use it. I think which one did we use a while ago? Can't remember which one it was again. Email subject lines. We'll just go back to that again and spit something out. I think that this was the best one. How to boost. See, that's wrong there now. You have to be careful with it because it does make mistakes. Get the latest scoop on music marketing straight from Twitter. So some of them are kind of funny. You can change the tone of voice. 3 simple steps to boost your music marketing. Why Twitter is the best social media for boosting your music marketing. I like that one. That's what I would take now. It's a bit of a wordy one. I would take that one too. Go back to Grammarly and call that. But this whole article was created with my Jasper bot, and I'll leave a link in the description, guys. I am an affiliate for you, so if you do want to pick it up, just go to myjasperbot.com. So it's so there. That's my article done for my email. Pop that into my email, and then maybe put a little call to action. I would kind of come in and fix all the kind of to make sure that the grammar is perfect. So I'm kind of using this with Grammarly just to make sure that all the kind of spelling is right just before you send it. It's just better um, just to make yourself look more professional. So I just wanted to make this quick video to show you how to use this amazing tool to create content for you for your email subscribers, and you can kind of do a whole series. So you could do like a Twitter series, you could do a Twitter tool series, any tool that you're using for Twitter. You can, and then kind of just get myjasperbot.com to write the content for you. This is a really cool tool. I'm really glad I have it. It's not that expensive. I think there's two different plans. I think there's one plan for $29. I think there's another one for $49. And then there's something that's kind of like for agencies and stuff. Both plans will be fine. Depends if you're going to be using this or if you're going to get a VA to use this. I think it's so easy to do, and I got this whole article done in basically 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. The only thing I need to do is come in and just edit it now. And it's just kind of tips I found on multiple blogs, and kind of tweaked it to my own kind of stuff as well. So if someone was saying something, I'd kind of add a little bit because of my experience on there as well. And that's just kind of my own nuances. If you just kind of wanted to create an article like this and fire it out, it's really cool. Another great idea is to kind of come in into your email and sign up to like a bunch of different people that you like with marketing, because some of these guys are just class at making kind of articles, and see if you can flip their content using my Jasper bot to kind of use it to sell your beats or sell or get people to come back to your site. Basically, like you can sign up to tons of these kind of sites and take their headings and see if you can flip them into something that's interesting, because this is already tested. And a lot of these kind of big marketing guys, they all have top copywriters. So if you just kind of come in and flip it using my Jasper bot, you're definitely going to get your email open. And if you write something compelling using my Jasper bot, you're going to get clicks back to your website. So this is Down with the Corporate Thief Beats, guys. If you think this content helps you, please give it a comment and a thumbs up, and share it with another beat maker. You've probably seen, or another producer online, you've probably seen the same producers emailing you all the time with kind of content that's kind of very generic when they shouldn't even be emailing you. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. But it's kind of, you can see them doing the same kind of generic kind of stuff over and over again. There's very few producers out there that are actually emailing something kind of interesting, and something like this can make you really stand out from the crowd. And making sure that you're professional with your email, using Grammarly as well. Grammarly is a good tool. I'm not kind of really talking about Grammarly here, but it helps because there is kind of some kind of area in here where you can kind of put it into, but I prefer just kind of just going back to Grammarly and back and forth, having two tabs open. It's just handier for me. So let me know if this stuff helps you guys. I really hope it does. And this is Dan with the Corporate Thief Beats, and I'll check you out in the next video. Take care.